Hi, I'm Chris Trevelyan, and this is 5 ways in 5 minutes that Alex Ferguson helped Manchester United to win. Starting with number 1, start with the foundation. Ferguson didn't try to build a team, he tried to build a football club, and that's right from the bottom. He wanted to create a fluent supply of talent into the team, with players forming bonds at a young age, and this would be then carried into the senior team. He had to be brave though, because the current state of the team meant that only one player was under 24 years old, so this was changing the entire status quo. He had the time to do this and build the club, whereas in the pressure of modern football, that means that managers need to get wins immediately, and so focus is on recruiting players and recruiting experienced winners, rather than being able to focus from the ground up. Building a club this way created stability and consistently, and importantly, it created the spirit of Manchester United. Number 2. Dare to rebuild. Ferguson would plan 3 to 4 years ahead, as that was how long a winning team was said to last. He was constantly aware of the life cycle of his teams and of his players, and where they were in their potential to win trophies. He would be prepared to cut loyal veterans from his team, and was constantly looking to the future and where he needs to strengthen for future success. In a 10-year period where Man United won the league 5 times, they spent less on incoming transfers than their rivals Chelsea, Manchester City and Liverpool. They were also willing to sell players who still had many good years of potential. This meant that they would make more money on those players. He did, however, keep some older players around to lend continuity and to carry the culture of the club forwards. He therefore had 3 groups of players: the 30 and olders, who would live the culture of the club, but you had to be brave to let them go if the quality of the pitch is deteriorating. The 20 to 30-year-olds, moving these in as the older ones start to deteriorate, and the under-23s coming in, developing, and these would need to meet the standards of the older players. Number 3. Set high standards and hold everyone to them. Ferguson wanted to instill his values to be a winner in his players. He developed this mindset that he would never give in after finally making it to his boyhood club Rangers, but not being picked by the manager and leaving there only with a runners-up medal. He looked for that same mindset when he recruited. He actually wanted to recruit in bad losers and demanded that they work extremely hard, and this mindset became contagious around the club, so that no one accepted, even the stars, nobody giving their all. He never allowed a bad training session. He believed that what is done in training manifests on the pitch, and so every training session must be about quality and winning. Lack of focus was not allowed. It was all about intensity, concentration and speed, and hoping that players would improve with each session. He lifted their expectations to never give in, and he said, if you give in once, you'll give in twice. He used to be the first to arrive in the morning, but in his later years, a lot of staff members would already be there when he got in at 7 a.m, because they understood why he came in early. And that is because there was a job to be done, and that they felt, if he can do it, then I can do it. He told his players that working hard all your life is a talent. He expected more from the star players though, and he expected them to work even harder, and said they needed to show why they're the top players in the world, and he said that willingness to work harder is what makes someone a star player. Number 4. Never ever cede control. Ferguson said that you can never cede control when you are dealing with 30 top professionals who are all millionaires. He responded forcefully when players violated those standards. He fined them if they got in trouble, and if they undermined the team's performance, then he let them go. One famous example was when Roy Keane, the then captain of Manchester United, criticised his teammates and his contract was terminated. It was important to respond forcefully and timely before situations got out of hand. Before he came to Man United, Ferguson told himself that he wasn't going to allow anyone to be stronger than he was, and that it was vital that his personality had to be bigger than theirs. He said if there is a player affecting the dressing room atmosphere, the performance of the team, and your control of players and staff, then you have to cut the cord, and there is no other way, even if they are the best player in the world. The long-term view of the club is more important than any individual, and the manager has to be the most important person at the club. Number 5. Prepare to win. Ferguson regularly practiced how his team should play if a goal was needed with 10, 5 or 3 minutes remaining. He said, we practice for when the going gets tough, so we know we have what it takes to be successful in those situations. He would make training about repetitively doing the same things, so that players could execute certain plays almost automatically. It also showed that you cannot be satisfied with where you are, and you must constantly look for ways to improve. Thank you for taking the time to watch. If you found this valuable or interesting, please just let me know in the comments, and most of all, please just like and subscribe this video. Thank you.